look, I know we get into hyperbole sometimes, and this very well maybe that, but again, he proves why he's the best son of all, the greatest son of all time.
There were a lot of guys in tonight's game who contributed to this great game from the Suns, but obviously I think the one that we all know deserves the big, bright, shiny star is, of course, Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Not Zion?
Look at this guy.
I thought it was Zion.
Here's a number that we're not going to see up there.
Devin Ethan Booker, big, bright, shiny star, finished with 52 points, 5 assists. He was 6 of 11 from deep, shot 60% from the field. An incredible night for Devin Booker. He was 18 of 13 from the field tonight.
18
of 13.
I'm sorry, 30.
Mathematically impossible.
18 of 30. I'm sorry.
Shot 150%.
I mean, it felt like it, right?
Yeah, it sure did.
Shoot.
18 of 30, 60%. And of all those numbers that we just said, there's one that sticks out to me that is even better than anything we mentioned. One turnover. One turnover. Okay?
That's because the ball hit his hands and he put it through the rim. You can't turn it over when the net's snapping like that,
Yeah.
right?
It's crazy to think about, but one turnover, that's one of those games where you would, a lot of times when you're trying to find that heater, and you saw a moment in that game where his teammates wanted him to go. And he, unfortunately, I think that last 3 that got called off, that was it. That was the one that kind of threw him off, because then I think he took 3 more shots after that and they didn't look good. And it was like, all right, bro, we gave you a chance. But what I meant to say is when you're in that moment and your teammates are encouraging you to cook, that's where some turnovers happen, because you start to do things out of character. And he never lost the flow and the balance and the pop that he had in this basketball game. And so, yeah, man, I mean, never ceases to amaze me, but this guy's incredible. And I'm glad he's on this basketball team. And Brad Beal, 13. It doesn't look great, but I love the fact that he also didn't get greedy at times. He passed up a lot of shots to make the right play. And he keeps the defense honest, right? Because there's no way in the world when Book is cooking and KD's almost got 30. You got Brad Beal there at any minute saying, I can go off too, man. Y'all get funny. Y'all get funny and start sending too much to Devin and Kevin, and I'll cook the hell out of y'all. So, wow.
Yeah,
and they coming together.
They didn't even really need him tonight, to be honest. That was the beauty of it. But they still, like Bradley Beal, 5 assists, Grayson 6. They finished with 32 assists as a team, despite a guy going for 50 plus. Normally, when you see that sort of thing, it's like, all right, clear out. I'm gonna go to work. It's ISO ball, but they move the ball really well, and that's why it's good to see the big 3 continue to build that familiarity, that starting lineup continue to build the chemistry together, because they're learning how to move the ball. And every defense is different. Every challenge opponent is different. Yeah, but they're getting looks at all these different defenses, and they're starting to be able to just overcome them. And Book going for 25 in the first quarter doesn't hurt either.
In the first quarter, it was like you were at one of those 5-star restaurants where it's got that open concept where you can see the chef cooking. They were watching the chef do his work. It was a 5-star Michelin type of performance, and he took care of business in that first.
Yeah, there was a lot of really cool stats and moments in this game. So you guys mentioned that 25 points in the first quarter. That's the 5th time in Devin's career that he scored 25 or more in a single quarter. This is also the 12th time in Devin Booker's career that he scored at least 30 points in a half. It's his 6th 50-point game of his career in the regular season. And 50-point games in Suns regular season history, Devin has 6 of them. And every other player combined has 6 of them in Suns history. That's nuts. And then, of course, this stat from NBA.com/stats on X said, after notching his 5th career 25-point quarter tonight, Devin Booker only trails Steph Curry with 8 in such quarters in NBA history. Now, in NBA history, since 1997-98, when they started tracking quarter splits. So Steph Curry has 8, Devin Booker has 5, Kobe and Dame have 4, and then Klay Thompson and Embiid have 3. So a lot of cool little nuggets out of this game for Devin Booker tonight as well.
I think if he had not to play what if he had like 6 more points, he would have owned 4 of the top 5 scoring performances in Suns history, which is just insanity. Yeah. I mean, he's got to have 5 of the top 10 right now off the top of my head. So I mean, it's unbelievable what this. I guess I can't call him a kid anymore. I get this man is doing out there, and I think it's look. I know we get into hyperbole sometimes, and this very well maybe that, but again, he proves why he's the best son of the greatest son of all time.
Oh yeah,
at least from a scoring perspective.